1972 was an explosive year for German hard rock, jazz rock, and everything in between. And one such contributing band was Missing Link, and from their singular album, Nevergreen, the track Sorcery. Okay, starting things off, we got that kind of quatermass type organ and drum trade-off. Yeah, kind of slightly distorted organ tone, kind of a la, like, I'm thinking Quatermass or even like early Deep Purple or the Compatriots 69. I think we have two organs. Okay, we've got two. We've got a melody, we've got a counter melody, and yeah, we got the guitar going down. We got the guitar descending, and then we got the organ ascending. Or it's more like the organ is just kind of like spiraling up and down. No, 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 no. Okay, and it seems like the guitar and the sax are kind of interweaving at times. Actually, it's like the organ and the bass are kind of playing in lockstep somewhat, while the guitar and sax are playing quite close to one another. It seems like the bass is almost blended into the organ. I like that sound. That kind of like it's kind of clavinet-y, but like on a synthesizer, I believe. Now we got an actual bass ostinato. Yeah, the bass is playing like the lower and is playing like the lower like the down octave root notes of that clavinet-y solo. Time to meet the people that are giving us all this great music here. We have got released on United Artists in 1972, organ, piano, Mellotron, Dieter Miekautsch. Okay, now we've got like three parts. It's like we got the bass, organ. It's coming out of my center. The guitar coming out of the left channel, and the and that really fluid billowing sax coming out of here. I love that trade-off, and that really like staccato. The underlying like bass pattern remains the same, but the cadence kind of changes now. Like some wailing, acidic, sustained guitar soloing here. Or like a soupy organ sound coming out of the center, like sustained notes, murky kind of. A bit more cymbal spray on the drums, giving it a slightly jazzier feel. organ-y kind of feel in some of that guitar work. For what it's worth, this is actually the one non-original on the album, written by Charles Lloyd, an American jazz saxophonist, yeah, off one of his 60s albums. I hear that kind of icy kind of organ working its way out. I love that, those final, like, kind of those feedbacky tones that were coming in. It's kind of like electric piano keys that are coming in that filigree. Now the guitar's getting more kind of fractious and more chordal. Just exploring every last reach of those bars, trying to think of like all the ways they can vary the approach over that consistent bass line. Let's see, bass work, Dave Schratzenstaller, drums, Holger, Brandt, saxophone, Günther, Latuschik, and guitar, Markus, sing. And let's see, they list him as playing 12-string guitar, E-guitar, and I love the way they type it as E hyphen guitar, as if it's, yeah, kind of something slightly more unique than just electric guitar. I guess, let's see, the keyboardist went on to play with Embryo, Mrs. Beastly, and the Real Axe Band. So definitely, I guess, the one kind of with biggest like jazz rock list of credits to his name. I know that that tone from the beginning is coming back on the organ. Oh, I love, now it's getting a little bit more freeform, yeah, bit psychedelic in places. Or speeding up, kind of almost like maybe some production tricks are being employed to kind of wind up the pitch a little. I think so. Oh, just everything's unraveling. Beautiful. Only in Germany. That was Missing Link with Sorcery from their 1972 singular album, Nevergreen. Yes, sporting that very unique, colorful, animated cover art of, a little critter who seems to have been kind of bumped on the head or something, and is just kind of like seeing stars, you know. A typical, like, cartoon trope from the mid-20th century anyway. Yeah, and let's see, what does it say, finding something written about this? Though starting life as an organ-based turkey jerk in C minor, Sorcery switches to a brisk, bassline-driven E minor and remains that way for the bulk of its 5+ minutes. Amidst the flurry, guitarist sings leads alternately ooze and wail as as keyboardist Miekautsch fights for the spotlight with creamy fills of Fender Rhodes. Yeah, as it says there on jazzrocksoul.com for the entry on Missing Link. Yeah, and ironically, this album is not the only album by a Missing Link to come out in 1972. There was another, and that one too was from Germany. It was by bandleader Volker Kriegel. Volker Kriegel put out a double album that year. Volker Kriegel's Missing Link. Yeah. So 2 Missing Links from Germany in 1972. Yeah, the one-off, yeah, the kind of jazz rock, hard rock one-off, and then the jazz rock act. Yeah. And let's see, the guitarist would become a side player to cabaret chanson singer-songwriter Konstantin Wecker. Yeah, and I guess the others did minor things here and there. But yeah, anyway. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the Missing Link album, see the directory of albums by German artists, linked in the description below, for Red Hot Tracks and Purples from like this album, as well as from like Mrs. Beastly, Subject-esque, Sahara, Embryo, yeah, the Real Axe Band, which I ended up mentioning, yeah, as well as many other acts across the musical spectrum, in Germany, like Passport, Alloy, all the way down, like Birth Control, Pell Mell, Schickfers and Froling. Yeah, it's in Tangerine Dream. Yeah, it's endless. So much to explore from over 1,125 some odd albums currently. All Ruby Mine, Sapphire Mine. So you just go down, and when you see an album, a cover or a title or a description that piques your curiosity, you just highlight one of the red listed tracks, you right click, search Google, and then in the next tab, a YouTube video to that song should come up, and it's a way to kind of like work through and whet your appetite on the great German scene of the 70s and 80s, yeah, across the musical spectrum. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the track we just heard, the density, the interplay, the nuances, the soloing, the trade-offs, yeah, who had the best solos, the best link, what was the best moment or piece of the action on that track. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled Trimax most, signing off.